Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese injury reports expose huge challenge for WNBA to overcome. Remember when two college athletes sparked an on-court rivalry with the infamous "you can't see me" gesture? As the equally talented basketball players ventured into the pros and became household names, the rivalry rumors never stopped. And instead of pulling out all the stops, the league decided to bank on the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese storyline. Even their first game of the season pulled in 2.7 million views on ABC, which is believed to be the most viewed WNBA regular season game in 25 years. But before the league could create more intrigue, injuries dictated the script, and just like that, a different narrative emerged. While the Indiana Fever's road to a championship is rife with twists and turns, their biggest roadblock came in the form of Caitlin Clark's injury. And as it spoiled the guard's blueprint run and pushed her to the sidelines, the locker room struggled in the absence of their star. Eventually, the roster came to terms with the reality, assessed its shortcomings, and regained its former vigor, as the team silenced haters by bagging the 2025 Commissioner's Cup victory. Their rivals? Marred by struggles of their own. Needless to say, the Chicago Sky had a faulty start to the season. Those 4 straight losses? Brutal. As they staggered through the regular games, the roster lost veteran presence in Courtney Vandersloot to an ACL tear. While her absence left a large hole in the backcourt, it also added pressure on forward athletes Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, who continued rallying the team further. But the Sky came crashing down as their lead scorer, Ariel Atkins, found her way to the bench instead. And who other than Angel Reese to follow suit? But as the current Indiana Fever vs. Chicago Sky game was underway, a WNBA/NBA news creator, Mick, took to social media and highlighted the league's inaccurate injury reports. They pointed to the incident where Clark was considered day-to-day right after her right groin injury emerged. However, the tip-off against the New York Liberty prompted officials to declare the athlete out. Something similar occurred with regard to Reese's latest playing status. While Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh admitted that the team will keep the star under a day-to-day, this status changed just hours before the crucial Indiana Fever game. Moreover, this is just one of the many incidents that fans have been subjected to, especially this season. After a crushing defeat against the Minnesota Lynx, Reese reportedly suffered a back injury. While details of the injury are still under wraps, it prevented her from playing against the Seattle Storm. The athlete even missed out on today's game against the Indiana Fever. Therefore, what could have been an electric matchup with Clark and Reese culminated in just another regular game. And needless to say, fans and reporters aren't happy with the way the league has been marketing the injuries. Fans create a social media uproar. After reporter Mick dropped the truth bomb on X, fans came in support of the statement. With Clark Reese's injury a talk of the town, a user pointed out the grave reality of the depleted Chicago Sky roster. They wrote, "Sky only going to have 7 players active tonight." With Vandersloot on a season-ending injury and Atkins on a leg injury, the locker room's suffering does not end here. Chicago Sky stars Angel Reese, Mariah Jefferson, and rookie Haley Van Lith were also sidelined. With the majority of the roster struggling, the chances of the team winning against a fairly healthy and dynamic Fever naturally become slim. And if anything, that has been the case for Sky against Fever this season so far. Their first matchup resulted in a 93-58 loss, and their second game repeated the same storyline. A 79-52 loss. With the roster headed towards doom, fans couldn't help but compare Reese's last-minute status change with that of Clark's injury stint. It's not that at all. Caitlin Clark is out for the year, a user wrote. They can't say that for obvious reasons. The league will crumble. They're trying to hang on by keeping hopes up. But they already know she's done. When she cried on the court and laid her head against the pad, she knew. The league fails to disclose when a star player is incapable of returning to the hardwood in a bid to generate revenue via ticket sales, and the league might have a genuine worry here, as evidenced in late May, when the massive impact at the gate was felt. Tickets for the Indiana Fever vs. Washington Mystics were down 47% since the announcement of Clark's injury, as per TickPick, as reported by Front Office Sports. The same matchup was moved from Mystics' usual home venue of the 4,200-seat CareFirst Arena in Washington to 11,614-seat CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore to accommodate the interest in an expected visit by Clark. To top that, the get-in price for Indiana's trip to Skyo